is your host, Hollie, and it's time for a little teaser talk. What is going on, everyone? Happy hump day. And you guys, the week has finally arrived. It is Rocklahoma week. Let's go.
Rocklahoma. America's biggest Labor Day party is back with the loudest lineup yet. This August 30th through September 1st in Pryor, Oklahoma, with, for the first time ever, Avenged Sevenfold, Slipknot, Disturbed, Evanescence, plus A Day to Remember, Lamb of God, and many more. Passes and camping on sale now at rocklahoma.com, starting at $10 down.
As you guys know, Rocklahoma is the biggest Labor Day party that occurs. It's going to be taking place in the usual location, which is Pryor, Oklahoma. And this year there is going to be a big change with DWP buying it. I think this is going to be their first official year running it. So I know that there's been chatter about changes and things like that from Rocklahomans who have attended in the past. But, honestly, I'm excited to see how it goes because every event, whether I've just attended as a fan or attended and doing media coverage, every event that they put on and hosted has been absolutely phenomenal and amazing. So I'm super excited about it. I know that they've always got to do like announcements and guidelines to cover for their insurance purposes. I think a lot of people forget about all that. But yeah, I'm super excited to see. So let's kick it off with the first topic of camping. Okay, you guys, for the first time ever, Teaser Talk is going to be setting up camp at a music festival. Usually I opt to go to a hotel because your girl needs running water, especially last year when I was at Rocklahoma, and I had all of Guar's space jizz in my hair, in my contacts, which, pro tip, I'm definitely packing an extra pair of contacts, LOL. But yeah, last year was so much fun. We'll definitely take a walk down memory lane here in a second. But anyways, back to the camping conversation. So we are coming in hot tomorrow, which is Thursday, to set up camp before Friday kicks off. It's going to be me and my best friend, Scotty, and we're going to be camping together. And I am so stoked and slightly nervous. We're probably overpacking way too much. Like, we have a big list going on in Apple Notes. We have a share note on, and probably overpacking. But you guys, I'd rather overpack than underpack. I know that there are stores available nearby, but also who wants to get out and go shopping whenever there's music playing and parties happening. So yeah, I'm super excited about that. But you guys, all camping sites there at Rocklahoma, whether you are a general admission or VIP camping, none of them can have water or electric hookups. So we did have to, obviously, if you guys are going in with an RV, that's going to be taken care of with generators and stuff like that. But we didn't have time to arrange for an RV because of with us getting media camping, we were assigned it later on. So we didn't have time to logistically figure all of that out. So should be interesting because we are literally pitching a tent at Rocklahoma, and not the type of tent that I'd want to pitch, if you know what I mean. Anyways, but I am super excited and very grateful that they provided us with camping this year. And your girl is going to be in the wilderness for 3 nights. So keep me in your thoughts and prayers, LOLs. But with that being said, we did opt for a shower tent. So literally it's like a tent, and then you get a water thing and a hose to take showers because, okay, I had read horror stories about Rocklahoma showers facilities. And I know that they clean them daily, and it's awesome that they provide them. Do not get me wrong. I'm very thankful for that. But I was reading in some of these Facebook groups, and people are saying that people use the restroom in them. And I'm not talking about tinkle. So yeah, you guys can use your imagination to figure out what I'm talking about. So the thought of that just kind of icks me out. So we went ahead and ordered that just in case the showers are icky. We can have at least our own personal shower to go to. So that, as well as a tinkle tent, because, not that the bathrooms are going to be the bathrooms are going to be bathrooms, right? But also, I'm thinking late at night, if we're enjoying some beverages, I'm not trying to walk from my campsite all the way up to a bathroom and I definitely don't want to do a porta potty in the middle of the night. So we're doing that. So I guess we are kind of glamping because we are also bringing a generator to have power and lights and all that fun stuff. So yeah, some tips that I've came across, and you guys got to think of this. I have not been camping literally since I was like in maybe elementary school when my mom would take us camping, which I'm like, why? I couldn't imagine camping as an adult. But you know what? Love her to death for the memories. Anyways, so some good tips that I've came across when it comes to packing for camping, because again, we don't have a generator. We're in a tent. We don't have a refrigerator. So some of the good ones were like, we all know that freezing water bottles is a great way to like bring them to events and stuff. But they were saying like to line the bottom of your cooler. Well, first off, bring it inside and let it kind of cool down. Then line the bottom of the cooler with frozen water bottles, which are definitely gonna be doing that. Another cool tip that I saw was pre-making omelets. So like taking your eggs, scrambling them if you just want to do solid eggs by themselves, or if you want to add in like ham or whatever else, obviously, to add into an omelet, but mix it all up ahead of time and then throw it into a mason jar or like a plastic water bottle. And that way you can avoid the eggs breaking, and you literally just shake it up and then pour it on your skillet. So of course I'm bringing my electric skillet so we can have breakfast burritos in the morning. So that was a cool one. And then also too, I'm going to be taking some lunch meat and freezing it. Like I read online, like you can like lay it out on parchment paper or freezer paper, and then like layered like flat, and then you can freeze them. And then of course they stay longer for better and everything else. So definitely doing those. So you guys are going to have to most definitely stay tuned for the post Rocklahoma experience episode, where I want to be going into the good, the bad, and ugly of camping. And hopefully there's going to be more good and a lot less ugly of it. LOL. So stay tuned for that, but also to make sure you guys are following at Teaser Talk on Instagram, because there will be live shenanigans, updated posts on there. And let's be real, there's going to be a lot of shenanigans. So you guys do not want to miss out on that. So also when it comes to the actual festival and attending, some concert survival tips for you guys. Have an empty water bottle to refill. I know like there's certain limitations. They aren't allowing like certain bottles. So just make sure whatever festival you're going to, read the FAQs and see what they allow and what they don't allow. But you can get those clear collapsible ones from Amazon that have like a clip you can buckle to your belt loop. That way you have to walk around carrying it or throw it into your fanny pack. But definitely keep yourself a water bottle that's refillable so that you can stay hydrated, because poof, it gets hot out there. I was reading too, a lot of people were suggesting that if you have a vehicle there and you're not camping, well, I guess vehicle too, maybe if it's closer, but to pack food in the car. So like maybe again, going back to the frozen lunch meats and stuff like that, but packing food in the car, that way you can avoid the typical fried festival food that tends to be overrated. So you can have your own special food to go run out and just kind of, maybe turn the AC on in your vehicle and take a lunch break. So that was a kind of a cool tip that I saw online. And then let's see here. Oh, also making sure that, like for Rocklahoma, they do require clear bags only. So like a clear fanny pack is what I would recommend over like a crossbody. So I had a clear crossbody. I actually brought both variations last year. The crossbody just got annoying. Yeah, it's cute, la da da, but like, let's get real. We're at a music festival. We're not trying to be cutesy. We're just trying to be functional and comfortable so that we can stay as long as we possibly can to enjoy the music. So, pro tip is I prefer a fanny pack over a crossbody any and every day, because it's just kind of restricted and it's just, it just gets in the way for me. So let's see. Another thing too, make sure you guys pack a battery pack. Keep your phone charged with all the memories you're going to be capturing. You'll be taking lots of pictures, lots of videos. Definitely want to have a fully charged phone too. So keep that battery pack in your bag. Maybe if you're like me, and I don't want to say I'm getting old, I'm going to blame it on the car wreck, because it's really true. But my back does seem to hurt more these days when I'm standing up for long periods of time since my car accident. So you better believe I'm going to be packing in some ibuprofen, and then BC powder I really love BC powder because it's pretty much like crushed up Tylenol. You can get it like at Walmart, Target, gas stations, everywhere. It's like what a lot of old people take, but tastes disgusting. But you guys, it is like instant pain relief essentially, since it's all crushed up. So check into it. And also too, it's just like a little packet. So convenient. You can take it and then toss it. Sunscreen, you guys, obviously. Let's make sure we preserve our tattoos and our skin with some sunscreen. And don't forget to pack some chapstick with sunscreen in it, because your lips will absolutely hate you if you guys hit that festival with unprotected lips. They'll be chapped, dry, and just not very happy. So do that. And then also too, it doesn't hurt to throw in a couple of band-aids. If you get blisters from walking around or anything like that, it's just helpful just to have a couple of band-aids. So those are kind of like my must-haves when you pack. And of course, I'm going to be packing in some Teaser Talk stickers. Duh, obviously. But as far as essentials goes, those are kind of the ones I wanted to hit on. So now let's talk about the music festival itself. So you guys, day one is kicking off on Friday. So I am looking at the list here. And then on Friday, August 30th, I'm excited because we've already got interviews lined up. I think we have interviews lined up every single day this week. So we'll be hitting the media tent usually around from like noon to about 4 or 5-ish. But yeah, for Friday, let's see here. Kicks off at 11:35 on the DEB concert stage, and Dime Store Riot will kick off Rocklahoma. Actually, you know what? Before I dive into this, let's back up a little bit. Let's talk about the pre-party on Thursday. So Thursday, August 29th, there's the camping pre-party. So at the DEB concert stage, kicks off at 7 p.m. iBolt is kicking off the official camping pre-party there for Rocklahoma, and then Scarlet Rocks, Faster Pussycat, and then Tom is also closing it out there on August 29th. So that's going to be a great way. And of course, I'm going to be there because hell yes. Anyways, now let's go back to day one. So like I said, on day one, Dime Store Riot is going to be kicking off the official first lineup of Rocklahoma. And I'm looking at these times that were sent. So, of course, they're subject to change. So please don't come at me if they change and you're like, wait a minute. No, so-and-so else opened it up. But anyways, on the agenda right now that I'm seeing is Dime Store Riot is kicking it off. And let's see here. Then from there, the Renegade stage kicks off. It opens up at 1:25 with Eva Under Fire. So we've got, day one's going to be packed. I know Cold Chamber's no longer going to be able to perform. So I know that they found a replacement, and I forgot who the replacement is, but I can find out here in a second. But anyways, we've got Vixen. I'm just going to touch on a couple of these because there's a bunch of them. But Sleep Theory, Kim Dracula, Wage War, Holy Wars. Let's see, Tim Montana, Hellstorm, Evanescence, who I'm so excited to see because I've never seen Amy Lee like perform live. So I'm super stoked about that. I know that I was actually just messaging their PR person, and let me grab that information up. Let's see. Oh, there it is. Perfect. So yeah, their PR, Mark had told me that they are at the end of a 2-year plus album and tour cycle. So she has to be exhausted. I mean, everyone in the band obviously has to be, but man, that is a long run. So yeah, super excited to see Evanescence. And then for the first time, the very highly anticipated show that I've seen a lot of people super thrilled about is going to be Avenged Sevenfold. So they close out day one on the Freedom stage. So then day two kicks off August 31st. The first show starts at 11:35. Surge is taking the DEB concerts stage, and the Renegade stage opens up at 1:25 with Royal Lynn. Freedom stage opens up at 3 p.m. with Des Rocks. So yeah, some of the highlights here, you're going to see Atomic Punks, Austin Mead, which I'm super excited to interview him because he is an Okie, and I'm excited to see an Okie play at a big music festival like that. So another day dawns. Shout out to Dakota. I'm super excited to interview him. I actually caught up with him and met him whenever they were touring with Kingdom Claps. And yeah, super awesome guy, super talented too. Oh my gosh, vocals are crazy. So super excited to see them again. We've got Bad Wolves, Pop Evil. Clutch is going to be epic. I can't wait to see Clutch again. Bad Flower, which I'm super excited to see. Skillet. Oh my gosh, Skillet always brings the energy. And I got to interview John at Welcome to Rockville earlier this year, and he's just the sweetest guy ever. And I just adore the band. They are amazing. A Day to Remember, and then Disturbed closes out Saturday at 10 p.m. So Sunday, which is the last day of the music festival, we've got 11:35 at the DEB concert stage. Tint Scent Revenge is kicking that off. Then we've got on the Renegade stage opening up at 1:25 with Vended, and then the Freedom stage is opening up at 3 p.m. with Oxymoron. So some of the highlights of people you guys can catch to look forward to seeing on the last day of Rocklahoma will also be, let's see here, Nothing More, which I'm super excited. We're going to be interviewing them on Sunday, I believe. So I'm super excited. Nothing more like, oh my gosh, Johnny's vocals are absolutely beautiful. So we've got that. We've got Carrie King, Lamb of God, and then closing out Sunday is Slipknot at 9:35. And I'm interested to see how this goes. And I don't know if you guys have heard it or not. It's been everywhere. If you guys are going to Rocklahoma, you probably have seen it because it's been plastered everywhere in all the Facebook groups. But unfortunately, Sid Wilson sustained burns across his body with an accident. So I'm reading online right here, and it's like he's recovering with family, and they made the announcement that they're going to still take the stage at Rocklahoma this weekend. And of course, he thanks everyone for the well wishes, and he will see everyone soon. So definitely, hopefully, there's some healing vibes there. I saw that Kelly Osbourne was, there in his pictures and stuff. Oop, my timer's going off. Sorry about that interruption. But anyways, yeah, it was cool to kind of see that support system with Kelly Osbourne being there on his side. And, I bet she'll be there also at Rocklahoma because, maybe, possibly. But yeah, it's going to be super exciting. And, I was reading on there, like in regards to Sid, Kelly Osbourne said on her Instagram story, he literally set himself on fire and exploded everything. So yikes, no fun. Hopefully, those wounds will be at least a lot less miserable. But yeah, oof, because that healing process, I can only imagine how that is. But anyways, yeah, hopefully, everything will go good and we'll get to see a stellar Slipknot performance on closing it out there. So you guys, I'm super excited. I cannot wait to cover another Rocklahoma and create those amazing memories and see all my friends that I met last year and meet some new ones. It's so funny too, because like Rocklahoma, if for those who know, like you guys know, it is like, and I'm going to say this in the best way. It's like a cult. A good cult in the sense of like the community there, and everybody's just amazing. I know we had one of our ticket winners had posted in one of the Facebook groups, and he got hooked up with a campsite and being able to camp and crash with somebody. So super awesome to see that. But you guys, there's so many Rocklahoma groups on Facebook. There's like Kinklahoma, which obviously people with kinks are invited there. There's boobies ones. There's, I don't know, you guys name it. And it's most definitely probably happening or as a Facebook event. So make sure you join those Facebook groups. They'll be announcing parties at campgrounds. They'll be talking about, giving people a heads up on anything. Obviously boots on the ground with everyone at the music festival. That's going to be where you get the best information is people right from the mouth, right? So I obviously have been in there a lot, just kind of researching and seeing how check-in process has been going this year and everything like that. So super excited to say the least, you guys. Can't wait for another epic Rocklahoma for 2024 this year. And hopefully I'll see you guys there. So if you guys are out and about at Rocklahoma, make sure you DM our Instagram, and I'll be running around with my microphone attached doing media coverage. Can't wait to see you guys there. And until next week, you guys, keep rocking.
I hope you enjoyed this episode of Teaser Talk. Head over to teasertalk.com to subscribe so you don't miss out on another episode. Until next week, keep rocking.